Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 24 and another part of our Lewis Hamilton career mode. Today we are back with the Mexican Grand Prix. Looking forward to it following Lewis Hamilton's victory yesterday in the British Grand Prix. Let's see if we can keep his form going. Of course, we had a bit of a mixed bag in the last couple of episodes. We absolutely dominated the US sprint race, and then we had a bit of a disaster of it in the feature race with the rain, and yeah, just all went a little bit wrong for us, and yeah, just one of those things. We've got to try and push on now. But yeah, first things first, let's have a little look at our development. Obviously, we're trying to protect some of the stuff for next season. We're not going to be racing for Mercedes next season, but we should really do our bit in trying to adapt some of the parts, particularly the ones that we were involved in developing. I think that's important for the team and what Lewis would do in real life. So we're gonna keep going with that. Now, we did achieve 350 race starts at the last episode, so that has increased our rating somewhat, which is nice. We are going to put a nice fresh engine in there, ready for this next Grand Prix, of course. Nothing to fight for other than second in the championship. What I have noticed is that we can fiddle around with the tyre allocations again. And I certainly think around Mexico, another set of medium tyres is probably going to be really, really important. So, yeah, let's go for a... What do we want to go for? I mean, we could go for a harder allocation, couldn't we? That would give us an extra set of hard tyres. Balance would give us an extra set of mediums. Softer would, yeah, let's switch around the soft tyre allocation. So yeah, we can switch it around like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which way to go with all of that. I suppose that'll be a thing for next season, really. We'll just stick with balanced for now. But hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, make sure you do give it a big thumbs up and keep supporting. And we obviously have some preview stuff of F1 Manager 24 coming out at the moment. So hopefully you're enjoying that little bit of different content as well. But yes, I will see you guys for qualifying here in Mexico.
This is a special place to go motor racing. We have the Foro Sol. The track is warming up nicely, and it is nearly time to set the grid for tomorrow's Grand Prix. What an atmosphere we have in Mexico City.
Okay, here we are then, ready down on the track for qualifying. And yeah, pace again looking very, very strong here in Mexico. Car feeling very, very good. We're going to add a couple of clicks on to the front wing like we normally do just before qualifying. But there is the setup if you are interested. I thought we'd go for Alex Jakes as well for the commentary this weekend in celebration of his great job on Channel 4 this weekend in the UK. And just a great job he does in general on F1 TV. Let's hear his voice for a little bit in the game, and maybe bring Crofty back in a couple of episodes' time. But yeah, here we come onto a lap of the Autodromo Ramos Rodriguez. Got a nice little distant tour from the Aston Martin there. That is just going to give us a couple of extra hundredths of a second, you would imagine. Oh, wow. That was turbulent air for you. We're okay because we dropped out of the throttle, so couldn't pick up a penalty, but yeah, just you felt the understeer there could not get the car turned, and that doesn't bode well for the series of corners where you need to be absolutely inch perfect. And that was pretty good, to be honest with you. 56-1 through the first two sectors. Big lock up from Lance Stroll. And now down the inside we go. A little bit of contact there. This isn't going to be our best possible time. But we come up to the line. What's it going to be? It's a 1:15.962. Have we got enough fuel for another run? I think we do. Yeah, I think we're going to have to try and go again here. There was a big lock up from Lance Stroll, and you can see this time, I mean, again, we had a bit of understeer through that corner. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Let's see, hopefully we can improve through this middle sector, in particular the final sector, and get ourselves through. Well, we've had to come round a third time because we track extended on the last one.
We've dropped to P11.
We can see how much time we have made up with a clean lap, up to P6 now, and just behind Lando Norris there, and that should be enough to get through. But yeah, not our best there, and you can see, I mean, look how much we've worn those tyres. And there's plenty more to come, you would think. Well, there you go then. Comfortably through to Q2. Obviously, plenty more to come with the pace of the car. But going out in Q1, Zhou Guanyu, Nico Hülkenberg, Daniel Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda, and Logan Sargent. Well, here we come up to the line then. At the start of Q2, and it's a 1:14.9. It should be enough to get through to Q3, but Piastri looking very, very fast this weekend. Well, there we go then, comfortably through in P6 in the end. Charles Leclerc on a 1:14.5, so we're going to have to find something in Q3 if we want to be taking pole position. But going out in Q2, Lance Stroll, Alex Albon, Valerie Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Kevin Magnussen. Well, we go a little bit wide there, so let's try and cool the tyres down. We're going to go for another push lap. Yeah, not ideal there. Well,
That looked bad. Are you alright?
I have no idea what happened there. The car just didn't turn. But we are out in Q3. Let's have a look at this, because we were going along very, very nicely indeed. And then the car just wouldn't turn. Yeah, I mean, we were turning, and then it just seemed to straighten up, and we go straight into the wall. I have no idea what happened there. You can see the car turning, and it sort of hits the curb, straightens the car up. It's as if, you know, the suspension broke or something. And then straight into the wall. We were passenger after that. That was completely and utterly bizarre. But yeah, I've never felt anything like that before. It just sort of took control of the steering wheel. Yeah, it just, yeah, seemed to break the suspension, and well, we are out of qualifying, and we will be starting from 10th. That is not ideal at all, and not what we signed up for. Wow, that was ridiculous. Let's see what's happened then.
The qualifying wrapped up. We now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
I mean, I don't think we had the pace anyway, to be brutally honest, to beat the Charles Leclerc. Sergio Perez, massively quick this weekend. Fernando Alonso there in third, but George Russell, only sixth. It's going to be a very, very tough Mexican Grand Prix.
Welcome to the most populous city in North America. The legendary Jim Clark won the first official F1 race here in 1963. It's Mexico City, and it's Grand Prix Sunday. 2,285 meters above sea level, the altitude will test the driver's fitness and their engine's efficiency. 17 corners, 7 to the left, 10 to the right, that make up a 2.6-mile circuit equipped with 2 DRS zones. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Russell, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Hamilton, Leclerc, Albon, Gasly, Sargent, Stroll, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Joe, Bottas, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me is Anthony Davidson. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, here we are then, ready to rock and roll down on the track. Now, yeah, soft tyres are just not going to be that great around here, unfortunately. I do think there could be a lot to be said about an undercut here. So that's what we're going to go for. We're going to try and, avoid crashes, I guess. It wasn't great, was it? But Perez starting on pole.
Right then, we're off for the formation lap here in Mexico, and the excitement is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race.
Yeah, it was obviously a penalty for Leclerc there. Stroll penalty as well.
So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right and which teams have got it horribly wrong?
But yeah, probably our worst qualifying of the season, just the fact that we had that incident right at the end of Q3. Just as we were looking to put in a bank of time, we'd have probably started 6th or 7th had we got that in, but well, let's see how it goes here. We've been pretty good in the race so far this season. Let's see if we can pull it off. Lights out, away we go. Here in Mexico, it's a terrific start off the grid, and now we're looking for some space. We're on the grass here. Luckily, George Russell went to the side a little bit, and we've got our space going into turn 1. We fly around the outside, and we are up into 5th place. It's a very, very positive start for ourselves. Perez leads ahead of Max Verstappen. And now we're possibly having a look at Fernando Alonso. Norris goes a little bit wide there. Tiny bit of contact. Don't know if we've lost a little bit of the front wing. I suppose we'll see through the next couple of corners. We've had a tiny bit of damage to the car there, but not too much. And now it's about following Lando Norris through the next couple of corners. We've gone from 9th to 4th on lap 1 here. That is absolutely critical for our race. We need to try and stay within a
DRS
second.
will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Just a bit of overtake to really close up on Lando Norris here. We've got the 2 Red Bulls out front. But us getting up to this position, it feels like we've undone that mistake in qualifying.
Race.
Well, there we go then. Verstappen takes the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. Don't think Perez is going to be able to get back past him. And Norris is trying to go around the outside of Perez. Is there going to be any contact here? Oh, there's contact with us and Fernando there. So it gave it a wide berth to try and get a better exit on Norris and Perez. And, well, had a Fernando Alonso shaped car right next to us. Now we haven't lost any time, thankfully. He might have lost a little bit of front wing though, because he has really slowed down in that sector, and Russell's got past him now. I'll tell you what, us getting out of that 1 second window to the car behind, that could be absolutely crucial in this Grand Prix. But yeah, I don't know where Alonso came from, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, Max Verstappen starting to run away now. There goes Norris. He's having a look round the outside of Perez into turn 1. Oh, that's a big lock-up from Norris. That allows us to fly through into 3rd place. And now we've got DRS on Sergio Perez. And this could be a chance for us. Not this time. But yeah, that's a big lock-up for Norris. That's really not going to help him. Certainly his confidence going into that corner. But we've seen a fair few lock-ups already. Obviously, we've seen that big one from Stroll in qualifying. We've seen a few into turn 1. Now, we're just going to wait for Perez here. Try and go for it on the start-finish straight. Little press of ERS out of the final corner just to give us a bit of a boost.
Gap to your teammate behind, 2.4 seconds.
DRS now, and this will close us right in. Yeah, but not enough. It's okay, it's not quite what we wanted though. Just save up a little bit of deployment. Don't have to rush this. We're only 2.4 seconds behind Max Verstappen. It's not as if he's running away and we need to get past Perez now. 2.4 seconds is fine here. Could do with a good exit here and a pass on Perez. Right, here we go. This has got to be a great opportunity. Used quite a lot of overtake there. Perez goes to the inside. We're going to go around the outside, and we are through turn 1 beautifully there. And now DRS down the next straight. That's going to allow us to close in on Max Verstappen a little bit here. Well, what a start. Started in 9th place in this Grand Prix, already up to 2nd by lap 6 and just a couple of seconds behind Max Verstappen. Well, there goes Lando Norris, and he is through.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
There's not a lot we could do about that, unfortunately. Well, there goes Perez, and he's through with DRS. We didn't have DRS there, and that has really cost us. Perez is going to have it again, but not sure we could improve this stint, to be honest with you. We were rapid before, but now we just don't seem to quite have the same pace. Going to put on a nice fresh hard tyre, and we know we've been very strong on the hard tyre this season.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
We're going to give it a couple of clicks on the old front downforce as well. There we go, we are in to the pit lane. Beautiful. Oh, what? Why are they changing our front wing?
There seems to have been a problem attaching the front wing. We need to try and put that behind us now and finish the race strong.
Did we have it on? Yes? Oh, damn it. Oh, no. Well, we didn't need to replace the front wing, and that has probably just cost us a place on the podium today. Because now we've just lost 7 seconds in the pit stop needlessly. I guess we did have a little bit of front wing damage.
Okay, Lewis, let's try and climb up the order if we can. We're setting you a new target. Push, push.
Yeah, that is gonna really hurt our race now. Yeah, I must have just flicked it when I was adding a couple of clicks to the front wing. It must have just clipped it. Look at this, where...
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
That was ridiculous how much extra pace we had there. But we are through on Ocon, and that is, I think, a very important move for us. Doing it that early on as well. Let's see what we can do from here.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.
I've got some yellow flags, and it's Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo has an engine failure. Now, will that bring out the safety car? It is.
Caution, the safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down.
And it's red flag.
Maintain positive delta.
Red flag.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accepts...
Well, this is an interesting position we're in now, because that has completely ruined our race.
Carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
So... I'm not sure. Not sure, to be honest. We don't have a fresh set of hard tyres. We do have some mediums, and I suppose for most of the field they're going to be going on to hards. I guess that's what we're going to have to do here. It's yeah, not an ideal situation. We're going to be starting down
just a moment, stand by.
In 17th place. It's lights out, and away we go once again here in Mexico, and Max Verstappen just had an engine failure on the grid.
Green flag.
That's surely going to be another safety car at the very least. Trying to make it down.
You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
We had to let everybody pass there.
Okay,
And now we drop
out of this race.
back down. But yeah, that is an absolute disaster for us. As I say, the only advantage is that we're now on the medium tyres, but that red flag couldn't have come at a worse time for us, as we were just getting into the groove on those hard tyres. We were about to set fastest lap of the race.
Battery charge is high.
But we are going to be very, very racy. On these medium tyres, it's going to be us and a select few other drivers that had come in and put on the hard tyres that are going to be on these mediums.
Caution, caution.
So Max Verstappen is up here. I'm surprised it didn't bring out
overtaking through the yellow flags.
the safety car. And then this is going to be interesting. Are we going to be able to overtake?
Lewis, we're seeing a lot of tyre wear in the data. Please focus on looking after your tyres.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, that time that we lost replacing the front wing, absolutely pointless. So they would have just done it for us under the red flag, but you know, you can never predict when that's going to happen. Now, we've done very, very well here. Getting ourselves virtually back into the points already. Once we're past Nico Hülkenberg here. Oh, he went very defensive there. But we are through. Problem is, I think he's going to head straight back past us with the DRS here. No, we're just about okay. We used our overtake to good effect there. Now then, chasing Logan Sargent. It's really a case of damage limitation now. We were in second before that pit stop. Obviously the change of front wing did affect us massively. And then the red flag, but we have got the faster medium tyre on our car at the minute. And you can see how much more grip we've got. DRS open on Logan Sargent. Once again, he's going a bit defensive. Okay.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.8 seconds.
There goes Logan Sargent flying through with the DRS. That's an issue we have. We need to get past Sargent here. It's not going to happen. Well, look at this. There's a 4-wide battle, including our teammates here. Oh, we're okay. We're going around the outside. And we're on the marbles here, but we managed to make that move stick. That was awesome. Round the outside. And we're through on Gasly and Leclerc. Now then, we have got Stroll and Russell just ahead. Now, one of these should be very easy to overtake. The other one is not going to be as much. Use a little bit of ERS out of the corner. Trying to close in on Lance Stroll. We're using ERS and DRS here. And there goes George Russell. Defensive here. Is there going to be any contact between these two? Oh, there was a little bit. And that has meant that we're now...
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage and we think we should be
giving a little bit.
to continue. It's going to cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
Now we'll go down the inside of our teammate George Russell, and we are through. And that is huge. So back up towards P5 now. And let's see if we can catch Piastri, Norris, and the Red Bulls by the end of this race. I don't think we'll be able to, but we'll give it our all. There's going to be 4 laps to go. I think it's been pretty good damage limitation. Of course, we started in 9th place, got all the way up to 2nd by the pit stops. We were back down to 4th, and then we were cost our undercut by the timing of the red flag. Actually, it's not the Red Bulls. Obviously, Verstappen is out of this race. It's Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari that is battling with Perez and the 2 McLarens to try and win this Grand Prix. Let's have a little look. So 4 seconds now, the lead. I think we're probably going to reach this group on the last lap. It's whether we've got enough tyres and enough pace to overtake them on that last lap. That is going to be the question. Well, 3 laps to go here. Our final lap of the Grand Prix.
5 seconds.
And, well, I think it's going to be Carlos Sainz that wins this race. I don't think we're going to manage to get onto the podium today. But to finish 5th, we started 17th at the restart, and we've fought our way all the way up to 5th place. And I think that that is pretty amazing, really. 10 points in the bag, and you know, good result over our teammate Russell. It's a good result over our rival Charles Leclerc as well. They're going to run out of fuel before the end by the looks of it. Well, there we go. The fireworks are going off. It's going to be Carlos Sainz that comes across the line. He wins here in Mexico. Piastri finishes 2nd. Norris 3rd.
Carlos Sainz takes the checkered flag.
And we finish in 5th.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Oh, very, very good from Carlos Sainz. And good performance, obviously. Red flag definitely helping the likes of those guys at the front. Now, Max Verstappen having that engine failure on the restart. That was unbelievable, wasn't it? But yes, we come over the line in 5th place.
Who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
And, well, look at that. I mean, Pierre Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg in the points there in the end. But all of the guys not finishing. Obviously, Fernando Alonso DNF'd. Daniel Ricciardo DNF. And Max Verstappen all out of the race. But it's Carlos Sainz who wins it in the end. Fair play to him. We take an 8-point lead over George Russell in the championship. Charles Leclerc still 8 points behind us as well. But, yeah, going to be very, very interesting. Still 105 points behind in the Constructors. I don't think that is going to happen. Now, what's this? Strong relations. Reach relationship level 3 with any specialist. That's pretty good. And then you go, well, our focus goes down a little bit, but everything else goes up. We can be happy with that. 53% there. And then we now become level 3 manufacturing experts. Everything else going up nicely as well. Let's see then where we're going to end the episode. Obviously, we've got Sao Paulo coming up next. That's going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be a cracking Grand Prix. And that's where I will see you in the next episode then. Can we bounce back and take victory in Sao Paulo after a couple of difficult Grand Prix? You can see there, I mean, we haven't won since Italy now. And, 15th, 2nd, 19th, and 5th. It's not being great. Quite inconsistent, but it seems everybody else is as well. It's just going to be a case of can we get back on it come the end of the season. If you haven't enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.